Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. And holy crap, is this color not this color? This is a teal blue in real life. That color is very much off from real life. Wow. Sorry, I looked up and I was like, holy moly. So today I'm going to start doing a series, and this came about because I was looking the other day for a fun fold card that I wanted to do, and I knew which one I wanted to do, but I couldn't remember how to make it, and I couldn't find it. I could not find anywhere because I couldn't remember the search terms to look for this fun fold card, and it didn't come up in any searches under fun fold. So what I'm going to do is do a few videos where I'm doing fun fold cards, certain types in every video. So today's cards will be easel cards. Okay, so let's get started. Why am I zooming in and out? Okay, so today we are going to be doing easel cards. So I'm going to cut an A2 card. So we're going to do a normal A2 card. I'm cutting this lengthwise across the 11-inch length at 4¼ to give us 2. And then we need white also for the same thing. We need two different card bases for this one card, but I'm doing it in 2 different colors so you can see what I'm doing. So that's why I have 2 different colors. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside until we get to the next one. And I need my score board. So we're going to take our white piece and we're going to score at 5½ like we're making a normal A2 card. Okay, so we're going to score that one at 5½. And we're going to score this one at 5½, but we're also going to score it a second time, and we're going to score this at 2¼ I almost said 2 1/8. 2¼ and 2¼ is 5½. No, it's not. It's not. All right, it's 2 3/4. That's what I thought. But then I I originally said 2 1/4. I know I did. But then I was like, wait, is it 2 3? It's 2 3/4, right? But then I went on the calculator and checked. Because let's face it, got to make sure our math is mathin'. All right, so we have these 2 card bases. So I'm going to write down, I need a pen. All I have is this one right here. So we score at 5½ and 2 3/4, and then this one is scored at 5½ like normal. Okay, so we're going to fold these in half. Like so. So we have this kind of card base. Okay, and then we're going to score these, I have no idea, this one in half. Now I'm not decorating any of these cards, just to let you know. And we're going to score this one in half. I hope if I put them the right way, that's fine. It's going to go like so. All right, and then you just take it, and we're going to glue it together. And then when I'm done with all of these, I'm actually just going to put them in a box or something. So I always have what I need. I'm going to actually, you guys, use my scoreboard, come here, to line this up. Just so. Now you could also cut this piece a little shorter if you would want to. Okay, if you would want to, you could cut it a little shorter. So you could cut it at, say, 4 inches. Okay, so you can cut it 4 inches by 5¼ to make it a little bit shorter if you would want to. But here we go. So here's the card, and it looks a little something like this. So this is our first easel card. So then it sits like this, and you would decorate it. This one is called a double easel. Okay? So that is card number 1. All right, I'm going to put this aside and we'll get to card number 2. All right, so we need another piece of paper. I don't know. Where's my, can't find anything, you guys. Oh, darn it. I really have to remember to put my pin in my glue. Really have to remember to do that. Sometimes I'm so bad at it. We're just going to cut this one down to the normal 5.5 card base. So we have that one. The reason I'm not cutting all my card bases at once is because I'm not sure what I'm going to need, and I have a list written down and I just don't feel like doing it right now. I'll be honest. So we have this guy here, and we are going to score him at 4 1/4. He's a normal A2 card base. Okay, so we're going to fold this one up like so. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this card here and we're going to put it on an angle. I'm going to line it up with one of these ridges right here. So I know, it doesn't matter which one, I just want to make sure I can see it. And we're going to score like so. So now you have it scored on an angle. And we're going to do that, and then what you do is you open the card, and then we put something here to keep it to stay up. See what I mean? So we would need to put, do I have something here? Hold on. Okay, I had this piece of ephemera sitting here from a different video, so I'm just going to use that, but you use a little bit of foam tape. And you would put this down, and then it would keep it up. Okay? So that is easel card number 2. I don't know what you would call this, because we're going to do the other one. There's another one that looks like that. So you would do the same thing, 4 1/4 on the normal A2 card. I just did it wrong. I grabbed the wrong piece. You guys, I grabbed the wrong piece. Actually, no, I can do it with this piece. That's fine. I can do it with this piece. So what we're going to do is on this side, on the 8.5 inch side, I don't know, I must have knocked my camera. Okay, I must have knocked my camera out of place, because I did have it so you could see the scoreboard. So I must have knocked it. I think I did yesterday. So now we're 4 1/4, so we want to score at 2 1/8. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to fold it this way, and then it goes like this. I've made this one before many a times on my channel. I'm going to use the same stuff because it's sitting here. It's just sitting here, so. And you do the same thing. You put something down there to hold it so it stays up. So then we have that one. So now this one where's my pen? 2 1/8. Okay. This one was just across the middle. I don't know. It was just across the middle. I don't know really what to write for that one, but there's the 3rd easel card. So now we have 3 different easel cards, and I believe I have 1 or 2 more to show you. Let me check my list. Okay, I believe I have 3 more to show you. So I'm going to cut this. Oh no, I already have one right here. I already have one right here. And then I need this, but I need to cut this down. So where's my, just grab my trimmer, and we're going to cut this to 5.5. Correct? Correct. 5.5. Okay. So how we do this one is basically like we did the last one, but yet a little bit different. This one, for this one, the way I usually do it is I cover these with, you ready? I'm going to tell you, mats. I usually do, I'm like already forgetting, 4" by 2". So you would need 2 of those. And then I do some kind of focal point here. Like I've done one with a car die and stuff like that. So you're just tipping this up and you're seeing a focal point. This one, you're going to tip up and you're going to see an entire page. So we're going to score at 5.5. Like we've been. It's just a normal A2 card base. And then we need to score again. We need to score at 2 3/4 again. Okay, so now this will come up, and what we're going to do is just glue our card front onto here. So I'm going to glue this on so it stays together, so we know. Okay. What am I doing? Did you see that? I almost did that. Yep, almost. That would have been fun times. Okay, so then when you open it, it folds like this. See that? Like that. And then I'm just literally using everything that's sitting here. Which is good because then I don't have to put it back. I have thinner stuff. Okay, great. Now, of course, you're going to use ephemera and stuff that matches your project. I'm just using what's sitting here. Okay, and then you would just put it somewhere so that it stands up. I could actually go back a little bit further. So I'm going to put it back a little bit. And it's crooked, but I don't care. It's just for demonstrative purposes only. It's going to bother me, so let's move it. There we go. So there you go. And then so it sits like that. Okay, so that is, let me mark that you score at 2 3/4 and 5.5. Okay, so there we go. That is number what? 4. All right, let me grab my notes. Okay, for this next one, I'm going to actually pull out my other trimmer because we need to be precise. So I'm going to cut another normal A2 size card. So we're going to cut this at 5.5. And then we're going to score it. Why did I put my scoreboard away? I don't know, because I was thinking it was my trimmer. I don't know, you guys. So we are going to score at 4 1/4 like we normally would. Okay, and then we're going to, let me just write this down, 4 1/4, okay, and then, let me get my notes, we are going to turn, and we're going to do, you guys, I'm telling you, I'm going to need that scoreboard. This is why I want a smaller scoreboard. I just haven't pulled the trigger and bought one yet. So now we need to come over here and we need to cut. And we're only going to cut to the score lines. And we need to cut at 1 3/4. So that's why I grabbed this. So I can be very precise with my cutting. And then 3.5. Actually, it's just 1. What did I say? 1 3/4 again. But it would be 3.5 if I was actually doing it the other way. So let me write that down. So you would cut at 1 3/4 and 3.5, or 1 3/4 because I did it backwards. Then we're going to take our scoreboard again and we're going to score. So we are going to score on an angle. So what I'm going to do is fold these back so we don't see them. And we are going to score Don't mind me, I'm pulling up my notes. I hate when I keep my notes on the phone. We're going to score from here to here. So I'm just picking a spot on the scoreboard that I know I can line up right here. So I'm using basically this line after the crease where this folds. So I'm using the one after it. But you do what works best for you. And then we just scored it, okay? We're going to do the same thing over here. Going to line it up. I hate scoring on an angle with such small pieces of paper. All right, and then the same thing. Just going to line that up and score. Okay, so you have a score line here and here. Like, yeah, I can't even like draw a straight line when the straight line is there. How ridiculous. So we're going to score, score, score. Okay, let's get this out of here. So now we need to fold. And we're going to fold them this way. So fold, fold, fold. And this would be a triple easel card. Okay, so then it just goes boop, boop, and boop. Like so. And once again, you put stuff here to hold it up. This is not needing to, it's staying up by itself, so I'm leaving it be. But I would put little ephemera. I would glue the ephemera on here only. So when it popped up, like say you wanted to do, hold on one second, from another project. So say it's a baby card. I would glue like so and off to each side. That way when you look down at it, it's a little seam. Okay, so this is the triple easel card. How many did I say I have left? I'm not sure. Let me check my frickin' notes again. Okay, I think that's all of them. Now, none of these are my original idea, guys. You know that. But I also don't know who the original creator of all of these were. People make these, people post them, people use them. They're all over the place. So I don't really have anybody that I can credit. I did find these on Pinterest. When I was looking for the original fun fold card I wanted to make, I did look for these all over Pinterest, and then I was like, okay, I'm just going to make these videos because I'm tired of searching for what I need to find and never finding it. So I don't have anybody that I can exactly say they're the ones who first made this card. That's absolutely impossible, honestly. So I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way it is. So here it is. Here are all 5 of the easel cards. If there are more easel cards that you think I need to do a video on to keep showing more easel cards, you let me know and let me know where to find it, and I will make a second video in a few months or whenever, because I'm going to try and get through all the other fun fold cards I want to get through and have those all done. But if there are more out there, you let me know and I will do a second easel video for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this is helpful for you. Wow, I couldn't get that out. As much as it is for me. And please hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I think next month's are going to be step cards, because there's a bunch of different step cards that are not the normal on the side step card that I saw while I was searching for that card I was looking for, which, by the way, I still haven't figured out what card I was looking for. So that's fun. But yes, I think next month's will be step cards. So if there are any step cards that you want to see made, please let me know down in the comments so I can prepare for next month's video. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm going to be doing these once a month until I'm done with all the fun fold cards that I can find to put all in videos. And for as long as I can, they're going to be in themes. So easel, step, there's going to be